Only on Local 5, we continue to bring you updates on a story we first brought you earlier this week. Mugsy's Pizza's former employees have not seen a paycheck since the restaurant closed in January, and this is not the first time something like this has happened. Our Dana Searles is investigating these claims. Dana, what have you learned?
Stephanie, former employees and managers continue to reach out to Local 5, claiming that through bounced checks and no checks at all, there are months of unpaid work at the Pleasant Hill pizza spot. Mugsy's Pizza House employees say they are seeing partial payments on Cash App and Venmo this week after seeing no paychecks since the pizza spot closed in January.
They told me that they had to pay us out of payroll, but then shortly after, both of them offered a partial payment and I accepted it just because I don't know if I'm ever going to see the rest of it or not.
However, still recovering from the struggles.
I'm a single parent, so not having no income kind of made it where I almost got evicted and lights and gas shut off.
That was how I paid for like extra groceries and gas money. And so I counted on that money, and then to not receive it, not to have any answers as to when we were going to receive it, and still not knowing if I'm ever going to receive all of it or not, it's very stressful.
And managers are speaking out about their experiences at the local spot.
And so I would go back over schedules and I was like, well, yeah, you guys have this many hours, and with your hourly rate minus taxes, it should have been this much, but paychecks were a couple $100s short.
I was either not cashing my check or I was the very last person to cash my check, which I am a single mom of 4, and waiting on to cash a check is, it's not in our game plan here.
Former employees say they saw direct deposits until August. After that, they were paid with checks and cash, claiming they saw no paper trail of their employment with no pay stubs.
Well, when all this happened, I decided to try to go on unemployment, and unemployment decided to tell me that I had insufficient funds for them, and I didn't understand why. They told me that the owners never put in that I ever worked at all.
It costed me a loan. It costed me a house. It costed me not being able to find an apartment because I couldn't prove I was paying state taxes.
I spoke with the owner earlier today, who tells me he hasn't heard back from the company they use for their payroll to resolve this issue, but they will continue to provide more payments with hopes of making it all right. Stephanie?
Dana, thank you.